Okay, so hi everybody and welcome to this ICRA 2021 workshop on representing and manipulating deformable objects. So thanks first of all for being here. And first I want just to quickly introduce who we are and why we decided to have this workshop. So it's a quite a huge team composed of different groups from different universities. So it's me, Martina Lippi, from Roma Tre University in Italy, where I am a postdoc. Then we have Michael Welle, Anastasia Varava, Hang Yin, Florian Pokorny, and Danica Kragic from KTH University in Sweden. And then we have Rika Antonova from Stanford University in the USA, and Yanis Karayanidis from Chalmers University. Ville Kirki from Aalto University in Finland, and Alessandro Marino from University of Cassino in southern Lazio. And finally, we have Dile Malenia, Giulia Porras, and Carme Torras from the Istituto de Robotica e Informatica Industrial. So first, why we decided to organize this workshop? So basically because deformable objects are everywhere. So if we want to deal with real world applications, we also need to deal with deformability of objects. But then the problem that arises is that the large configuration space of these deformable objects causes traditional modeling, planning, and control approaches to fail. And in particular, so far, we are not able to clearly represent the state of deformable objects, but also we are not able to define the dynamics of these objects since it's extremely complex and it's highly nonlinear. And this leads to the fact that currently there are no unified solutions for deformable objects manipulation. And we mostly have really highly domain-specific approaches which can solve some particular tasks. And also, of course, we also have lack of general simulation environments where we can actually test if the approaches are valid or not. So here we are at our goals with this workshop. So our first goal is to collect state-of-the-art solutions. And that's why we have a set of really experts speakers in this field of deformable objects. And it's a pleasure to have them here today. Then we want to identify some possible research directions and some promising ways of addressing these challenges of deformable objects. And finally, we also aim to connect people from different areas of robotics, such as the perception, simulation, control, and mechanics, in order to effectively overcome the challenges from these deformable objects. So that's why we defined a quite broad set of topics that range from the representation and state estimation to simulation and modeling up to application-specific challenges like in cloth folding or surgical tasks. But we will have time to go into these topics and into the details of possible solutions for deformable objects during the entire day. So now I just want to provide some technical details about the workshop. So we'll have 8 invited talks, which will be divided in 2 sessions. So we'll have the morning session and the afternoon session. And each invited talk will be around 25 minutes plus 5 minutes for question and answers. And then we'll also have 2 discussion rounds, one in the morning and one in the afternoon, where we will have our speakers and also some organizers. We also have contributed extended abstracts, which are available on our website. And we had 13 accepted works. And each work will be presented through a 5 minutes presentation that is pre-recorded. And then we'll have a 1 minute question and answer that will be live. And here we are at the schedule. So we start soonish with the first invited talk by David Navarro Alarcon from the Hong Kong Polytechnic University. Then we'll have Xiang Li from Tsinghua University at 9:45. And then we'll have the first session of Spotlight Talks at 10:15. At this point, we'll have a short coffee break at 11. And next, we'll have the other 2 invited talks of the morning that are by Zachary Erickson from Georgia Tech Institute of Technology and Giulia Borras from the Istituto di Robotica e Informatica Industriale. And we'll close the morning session with an open discussion round at 12:15. And then in the afternoon, we will resume at 14. So we'll have the first invited talk by Dimitri Berenson from the University of Michigan. And then we'll have Winzen Yuan from the Carnegie Mellon University at 14:30. And then we'll have the second spotlight session that will take 45 minutes, and we'll have 6 spotlight talks. And again, we'll have a short coffee break at 15:45. And we will resume at 16, and we'll have the last 2 invited talks from Dinesh Manocha from the University of Maryland and Jeanette Bogg from Stanford University. And we'll close the workshop with the final open discussion round at 17, and we'll have just some closing remarks at 17:45. So now it's time to define how you can interact with the speakers and also the presenters of the spotlight talks. So we set up mainly 3 channels. So you have the Zoom question and answers, the Slido channel, and in particular the number is 267619. And then we have also the YouTube chat where there is the live streaming of the workshop. So please ask as many questions as possible. So let's try to have an interactive workshop, even if it's online. And if you want to watch again a talk, or if you want to read the accepted extended abstracts, which I suggest because they're really interesting, you can find all this information on the workshop website. So all the talks and contributions are there, and the talks will also be available on the YouTube channel. So that's it for the organization of the workshop. So if there are any questions, that's the perfect time for the questions. Just regarding the organizations, then we'll have plenty of questions for the speakers.